Squat toilets? Right, you've got to squat to use them. It's totally confusing.
Please explain.
A teacher teaching kids how to strap on a dildo.
So that's what's causing racism.
That's such an outrageous thing to say.
G'day! Welcome to Flogs. I'm joined by Craig Newman. I'm very excited today because we have our first ever special guest. So, our guest has been described by Bernard Fanning as the Anthony Mundine of the print world. Is a talented artist, bohemian, and all-round good bloke. Please welcome Craig and my uncle, twice removed, Uncle Tim Floggins.
Hey!
It is an absolute pleasure to be here, gentlemen.
Oh, well, yeah, great to have you. Okay, now I thought for today's episode we might do something a little bit differently, and we'll do like a Sale of the Century fast minute, and you guys can see who can guess who it is first. Okay? So fast minute, all right. I was born in Brisbane, Australia in 1954. I could be described as being the queen of all flogs.
Pauline Hanson.
Yeah. Well done, Craig Newman. So, people listening, if you love Pauline Hanson, this episode might upset you because we're not here to tell you how right or good she is. And Pauline, if you're listening, firstly, please don't sue us. And secondly, welcome.
Yeah.
Have you on board.
So that's four listeners then.
That's exactly right. Okay, so we're going to go fairly recently. This was around October last year. Pauline Hanson and her chief of staff, James Ashby, flew to Florida on Gina Rinehart's private jet in October, but the One Nation senator is yet to declare the sponsored travel or answer questions about whether she may be in breach of parliamentary rules. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, Gina Rinehart is the richest woman in Australia.
Lang Hancock's daughter.
Yeah. Yep. So she's West Australian, I want to say. Pauline Hanson and her buddy travelled with Rinehart on her Gulfstream 700 on the 27th of October with publicly available flight tracking data showing that the aircraft travelled from Brisbane to Perth before flying via Osaka to Palm Beach. Yeah.
Now, but I'm not sure how suspicious that is. That could just be like a friend giving a lift.
Yeah.
To another friend.
She could have just been walking down the runway on her way to the shops.
Yeah,
and obviously I'm on here to be the devil's advocate. I'm levelling all your leftard nonsense.
Yeah, good. Under parliamentary rules for senators' interests, a declaration must be made of any sponsored travel or hospitality received where the value of the sponsorship or hospitality exceeds $300. So, yeah. And Tina might have said, all right, yep. Ticket for my plane to special for you, Pauline. $299.
which she would be crazy not to take.
Oh, no, I would take that.
That's a bloody good deal.
And if you had to vote against, sustainable energy, if you had to maybe throw a coal mine license in there or something like that, $299 is a really good price for a ticket.
It is. It's a steal. So they headed over to the US to attend the CPAC, which is the Conservative Political Action Conference, where the One Nation leader criticised both of Australia's major parties and praised the Trump administration for deporting immigrants, bombing alleged drug cartel boats and supercharging mining projects.
That doesn't sound right.
And as soon as she said that, Gina Rinehart winked at her. Yeah. Don't forget to mention the mining projects. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no. And the if you sort of looked in a certain light, it looked like Gina Rinehart's hand was up Pauline Hanson's ass and was actually moving her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's unclear whether the trip was gifted to the One Nation senator from Hancock Prospecting or from Rinehart personally, or if Hanson purchased a ticket for $299.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we give her the benefit of the doubt there?
I think so.
Flog-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she skipped Parliament to speak at the conference, which was at Donald Trump's luxury resort. So at her address, she covered a range of controversial issues that she has espoused over her political career, including claims against mass migration, climate change, Indigenous rights and gender expression, and said, quote, Australia, on the other hand, has become an economic and social tinderbox that was created by successive Labor and coalition governments. She criticised the Albanese government for flooding the country with up to 740,000 migrants a year. But according to recent ABS figures, net overseas migration was at 316,000 in the year to March. So a bit like Donald Trump, just making
She hasn't really ever sort of backed stuff up with like actual stuff, has she?
No,
Like
she does
with
research
that.
like
No.
Flan does.
And then Hanson claimed, I'm not sure if it's Pauline Hanson or the band Hanson claimed this.
It's going to be one of
It's actually
them.
going to get confusing. Claimed without evidence or reference to data that Australia was taking in migrants from hateful radical backgrounds, just like Donald Trump. What are they? They're murderers. They're rapists.
Yeah, she was making shit up about different coloured people before it was cool.
Yeah.
So she said, no wonder Australian police have their hands full. It didn't happen by accident. And if you speak out about it, you're branded Islamaphobic, racist, or even a Nazi.
Mm. Yeah. If you do say stuff like an Islamophobe and Nazi type stuff, you do get labelled a Nazi or an Islamophobe. I agree with her on that. That's the first time I've agreed on something she's ever said.
Yep.
Wasn't her first shtick when she came into politics the Asians, the problem with the Asians?
Yeah.
And that was her big thing, that we're getting swamped by Asians, something like that. And that was her like key part of her
It
message.
was her first address to Parliament, wasn't it? That was her opening address. Yeah.
And but now the Asians are okay because the Muslims are the bad ones.
Well, I think she can pivot. She's pretty damn good at pivoting towards pretty much whatever Trump says. It appears that there seems to be. She might be reading the same news or something.
So tickets to the CPAC event cost between US $5,000 to US $25,000.
Did Pauline pay for that, or did Gina throw that in with the ticket?
Maybe Gina brought her as her +1.
This is what Pauline Hanson said. The scourge of drugs, especially fentanyl, is being tackled head-on, and I love how your president has greenlit the US military to blow up drug cartel boats, she said.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how much fentanyl's involved in that. Venezuela actually has a fentanyl sort of a thing, but there's also has a shitload of oil as well. Has anyone noticed?
Aren't they blowing up Venezuela at the moment?
Yeah. Oh, they just. I think they just grabbed his president and they're flying him back to US probably on Gina's plane. She seems to just lend it out to everyone
for the low price of $299.
Yeah. She didn't become the richest woman in Australia for giving out free plane rides.
That's true.
No,
she inherited it.
So while she was there, Hanson was spotted at Trump's 1920s themed Halloween party, which was also attended by mining magnate Reinhardt. Pauline Hanson reportedly didn't get dressed up and won the prize for scariest costume.
How much? Have you got a citation for that?
Yeah, I will put that in the show notes. Okay. So, from The Guardian on the 24th of November 2025, Pauline Hanson again went and wore a burqa into Parliament. repeating a stunt that she did in 2017. Yeah, because she
Can I
wants
just go?
to.
Can I just say
Yeah.
that people that repeat things like that do the same thing twice? It does
I know.
have a bit of a lack of imagination, doesn't it?
Yeah,
She could have
Yeah.
worn something else to make as equally as invalid a point.
like a sheet with like holes in it, like a
Yeah.
ghost dressed up at
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, or like a pointy white hat with a white robe
Yeah.
like they have in America. Yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't want to get it dirty though because she's got the meeting on Thursday.
of course. Yeah,
So she was hoping to get the Muslim face covering banned on national security grounds, despite being unable to name a single safety incident linked to the burqa.
yeah. Again, she's not really big on the facts side of things.
No, so the
This
special
must also
envoy-
mean that people who believe her aren't really big on the facts
yeah,
too, doesn't it?
And
That's kind
that's
of
a
what it
bit
suggests.
bit of a scary landscape at the moment because her popularity is like at all-time high.
Pauline Hanson's, is it?
Yeah, she's
Because
killing
they
it.
did say that in the last election, and she fell on her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the special envoy for Islamophobia warned the stunt could deepen existing safety risks for Australian Muslim women who choose to wear the headscarf, the hijab, or the full face and body covering burqa. She was ejected from the Senate on Monday, forcing the suspension of the chamber as she refused to take off the burqa in violation of a parliamentary ruling. Senator Nationals.
It just seemed a bit
Yeah.
done, really, hadn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it had been
Yeah.
done and it was,
It's a little embarrassing, really.
yeah, and it made her look like an absolute idiot back in 2017.
Yeah.
No, she was like, back in 2017, she's sitting there going, oh, I've got the best idea. I'm going to wear a burqa into Parliament. And then, like, David Oldfield's like, I'm not really sure that's a good idea.
That's a great. Yeah. Nah, he's in the back going, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. You should do it. That's what I'd be doing.
And then, like, she did it, and then everyone was just like, you are an idiot. And she's like, oh, okay. Wrong time then, I guess.
Yeah, I might put that back in my wardrobe, but I'll bring it out again in 2025.
Time will be right. That's it.
It's although she's got a the social environment at the moment is more appropriate for this kind of divisive
Stunt.
sort of
Floggery.
shocking stunt. Yeah, it is because that's like the US administration rhetoric of dividing people and causing fear essentially and pointing out differences. And so like it saddens me, but it doesn't really surprise me at the moment that her popularity is doing quite well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting too that she criticises both sides of politics because it means that she's actually not coming up with anything constructive to say about it. Criticising both sides, they're all wrong,
And not making any friends.
and that's pretty much what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about how lonely she's going to be in her old age.
No, just like when she's like, oh, hey, Albo, any chance of putting down some preferences for us?
Or do you want to just go out for a drink?
Yeah. So just going to go wind the clock back to January 6, 1996. Pauline Hanson wrote a letter published in the Queensland Times about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, saying, how can we expect this race to help themselves when governments shower them with money, facilities and opportunities that only these people can obtain, no matter how minute the Indigenous blood is that flows through their veins, and that is what is causing racism. So that's what's causing racism.
Yeah. No,
Such
I
an outrageous thing to say.
so
Yep.
who believes this stuff? Who are these people that actually hear this and go, wow, she's speaking to me.
I know. And if listeners, if this is you, fuck off. Nah, just kidding. Welcome.
Yeah,
Please
no, you,
email.
you can't.
Please
Beggars
join
can't
our,
be choosers,
Patreon.
Flan.
No.
Yeah, no, mate. Yeah. You need every single subscriber that you can get.
That's it, yeah.
So we like, you hate Pauline Hanson? We hate her too. You like her? We love her. So
We love her. Yeah.
Yeah. Later in 1996, she made her maiden speech and famously said, "I believe we are in danger of being swamped by Asians." She then asserted that these immigrants have their own culture and religion, form ghettos, and do not assimilate. She argued that mainstream Australians were instead subject to a type of reverse racism by those who promote political correctness and those who control the various taxpayer-funded industries that flourish in our society, servicing Aboriginals, multiculturalists, and a host of other minority groups.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
do you
she
want to
asserted
support
that
everyone?
present governments are encouraging separatism in Australia by providing opportunities, land, monies, and facilities available only to Aboriginals.
So the original Australians aren't any good, but the new Australians aren't any good.
Nah,
It's just that
middle.
that crowd in the middle,
Yeah, it's that.
the convicts.
I don't even know if you could say it's the middle when we got here after what is it, like 60,000 years of it already being inhabited quite happily?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
good
it's
point.
anyone that was born in Australia in around 1954. Speaking of flogs, the Tesla guy, what's his name? Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He wants to develop technology so that people can live forever. What are your
that's
thoughts
what
on
we
that?
need. Now,
So they can, yeah.
if we mix that with the rhetoric of Pauline Hanson / Donald Trump and make sure that they're all white, of course,
Yeah.
it's going to be a pretty boring old world at some stage then, when no one's having babies and there's just all these people that live forever.
No,
Yeah,
people
and-
still
Or is
have
it
babies.
just the rich people that are going to live forever?
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive.
There you go.
Yeah. And so how about we convince all of the 1% to get into a spaceship and go and live forever somewhere else? And then we
Yeah,
just blow the
that's a good
spaceship
idea.
up.
Wouldn't?
Yeah, cool. We'll get the designers of the Challenger back on the tools.
It's like, you're not coming
And
with
we-
us,
and we-
Elon? And he's like, fuck no. I mean, no, I'll get the next one.
Yeah. As Gina Reinhart flies past with Pauline Hanson and her chief of staff.
Yeah. Well, they'll have their own little rockets. The 1%.
Yeah.
Although Pauline Hanson wouldn't get into the 1%. This is...
Nah.
her
Nah, 'cause-
name's going to fall on its face. Also, you have to have billions of dollars, whereas I think she saved the taxpayer quite a bit of money by that hitching a ride to Palm Beach,
Yeah, true.
and she should be lauded for that.
Gina was going there anyway. She
Yeah,
just had
that's
to
right.
make sure that Pauline Hanson mentioned the mining. Don't forget to mention
Just
the
one
fucking mining,
little
okay?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and just mention mining.
hey, now-
And then she's like, otherwise, Pauline, it's going to be an uncomfortable fucking trip home in economy.
on one of my oil barges, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah. Have you put your microphone down at all, Uncle Tim?
No,
I just
you can see. No,
like you were looking for something,
No.
and then all of a sudden, I could see it, and I could hear you a lot better.
no.
So, yeah. So, are you nominating the 1% for Flog of the Week?
Who?
You.
Anyways, yes.
Yeah. And
I
Craig
second
Newman.
that.
And Craig Newman didn't have one this week again. That's okay.
People that go to Bunnings with their animals.
Oh, you're not into it.
And
No, I had to
kids.
go to Bunnings
And kids.
to get some stuff for painting, and fucking this dog in a trolley kept just yap. And it's like, you can't. I just wanted to like drop a 10-litre can of like natural right on the stupid fucking thing's head.
Flog-wise,
hell.
that's really low on the list.
Actually,
We're
something
talking
did
about big
happen.
flogs here. We're talking about Elon Musk flog,
Yeah,
the
well,
1%, and you
There
come
was
up
a-
with that.
I think
There was a-
100% of people that take their dogs, unless you're blind, don't fucking bring your dog to Bunnings.
and also, if you're blind, why is it sitting in a trolley?
Yeah.
Like, you're so
No, he's
fucking blind.
barking out directions.
Yeah.
Is it
Well-
2 barks for right and 1 bark for left?
Yeah. And the other thing with that is one dog at a Bunnings killed another dog at a Bunnings a while back.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a good reason not to take your dog to Bunnings.
Yeah.
Unless you got a fighting
Especially
dog and you want to like get some training in.
Yeah. And you need a bag of potting mix. And it's a hot day outside.
Two birds with one stone.
Then-
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I did have someone I wanted to nominate for Flog of the Week.
Oh, sorry, were you waiting for us to ask you? Hey, Flan, do you have anyone to nominate?
I do actually. I'd
Yeah.
like to nominate sharks.
Oh,
No.
I really like sharks.
No,
You do?
he's an idiot. He just nominates, he says animals are flogs just because he's scared of them.
Nah, like, why do you need sharks swimming around everywhere, eating people?
No,
What's the point in them?
They eat other things too, though, don't they? Pretty sure.
No.
I'm pretty sure their sole diet isn't people.
Yeah.
That's the people
No, it's
that are
just
looking
dumb.
like fish. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
we can have. We can have like. We should just. Why stop there? We can have inanimate object flogs. I'm going to nominate the toe ball of my wife's car because I kicked my shin on it.
What about flogs that call sharks flogs? That actually
Yeah.
pick on animals just because they're afraid of them.
I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of sharks. But
You don't have a
I would
card
do it.
either that says that
Yep.
you're not a flog.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't need one because it's so well known.
that's
and
right. True.
I just don't like. I'm not scared of sharks, but would I feel more comfortable swimming in the deep ocean if I knew that sharks didn't exist? Yes. I do.
So you're
So-
like Pauline Hanson is to Muslims, but with sharks.
Pretty
It
much.
sounds a little bit like that, doesn't it?
in a way.
If there was a political party,
Yeah. No, but like, have you seen them?
Just worried about being swamped by sharks.
yeah, the anti-shark party.
You just don't. Just don't.
Just don't be sharks.
get rid of
Sharks
it.
don't.
Yeah, just fuck off,
Yeah.
sharks,
No,
if you're
I'm-
listening.
I
Actually,
like
if you're
sharks.
listening,
Yeah, if you're listening.
Send us an
Welcome.
email.
yeah, that's it. You're obviously clever enough to listen to a podcast, so please send us a little email. We'll get those flippers tapping away at them keys. Love to hear from you. We rate our flogs on a scale on the flogometer. Now, we might go to you first, Uncle Tim. What do you rate Pauline Hanson out of 10 on the flogometer?
Now, we're saying Craig is 0 because he's got on his business card that he's not a flog. And we're saying
Arguable.
10 is Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? And then somewhere in
Yeah,
between?
you can say that.
Yeah.
All opinions of guests are their own.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to play that game. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, real mature.
I would say Pauline, and I've got this list in front of me that has Israel Folau on it as well, and Pete Evans.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking into the future as well here. I'm going to give her 8 flogs.
Yep. Cool. I reckon that sounds pretty right. What about you, Craig Newman? What's your thoughts on the flogometer for Pauline?
Yeah, I think as an individual, she's not really worth a lot of input, but her influence and the people that what she's doing puts her out there pretty high. I think an 8 is a good score.
Yeah, I reckon she is the queen of all flogs. She's pretty... I don't want to say anything defamatory because I don't want this podcast to get taken down, and we have 3 people that have nothing to listen to.
Is saying she's ugly defamatory?
No.
Or saying that she's hot?
Yeah.
Is that defamatory?
I don't know. Probably not. So, yeah, I reckon, I don't know, is there much what... Yeah, I'm going to go 8 because I think, there's people worse than her in the world. Not heaps.
But only about 20%.
So she's not great. I'll just say that. I don't agree with her.
You've actually committed. Last minute, you've committed. You've said, I heard it. I'm a witness.
What did I say?
You said she's not great.
Oh, that's defamation.
There might be a bit of a court case happening for this with your number 4 subscriber. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think the world needs Pauline Hanson. That's not a threat to her life or anything like that.
No.
That is definitely a threat to
It's not.
Why are you sharpening that knife?
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying that.
You know that voluntary euthanasia isn't actually you get to volunteer who gets euthanized.
No.
No, see, that confused me as well. I was all for it. Yeah.
Look, okay, all I would say is if Pauline Hanson said, look, I don't want to go into politics anymore. I realise that I have just been an absolute flog and this is just not funny anymore. I want to go back to owning a fish and chip shop. I'd be like, I support you in that,
Do you
Pauline.
think she's doing it all like as satire? Do you think she's actually saying all these things as a bit of a joke? You know how Roy and HG were actually... Yeah, and Chris Lilly were doing all these things as satire. Maybe she's going to, be in her retirement. She's just going to go, hey, I was just joking. I was just taking the piss. I was taking the piss out of all you guys that actually believe that shit.
Yeah. Okay, well, now might be a good time to thank everyone for listening. Thank you, Uncle Tim Floggins, for joining us as our very first ever and last ever guest that we're going to have.
That was a really bad idea for an experiment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep. This episode won't see the light of day, but that's fine. That's cool. Maybe next time. But we'll call you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll wait here.
You just wait with your computer turned on, holding onto your microphone.
Yeah, with my microphone in the right place too. Look.
Yeah.
It'll be up here. Yeah.
You're really picking this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you very much for joining us. It has been good fun. And
Well, thank you for including me because it is actually always a bit of fun to hang with you guys.
Yeah. You can find us on social media. Send us an email, flogspodcast@gmail.com. Leave us a comment on Spotify or anywhere. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time for another episode of Flogs. Catch you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.